Starting with our game up at Syracuse, I was very proud of the way our guys hung in there and battled back and the adjustments that were made by the staff. As I've said many times this year, we've found different ways to win games, and that was our fifth game that we've come from behind and won. I think that says a lot about the grit and the resolve and connection that these guys have with each other and the way the staff can work together and just overcome difficult moments in games. It's a special group.
Is this one of those teams that you'll be telling stories about?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I mean, we're not done yet, so I'd like to see how we finish, but it's a special group, very special group, you know. They mean a lot to me, and it's a crazy year. So, I mean, the year itself is going to be one of those years you talk about, and we say year, but I mean, it's going to be going on for more than a year, it looks like. But they've hung together. I mean, find ways to win. They're fun to be around. It's a night and day experience from what I went through a year ago. I mean, we've had 5 games. We've come back and won in. I think a lot has to do with their connection to each other. I think they hold each other together. They pick each other up. They complement each other. If one side's down, the other responds, and then it just kind of feeds itself, you know. They don't quit. They compete. They play hard. I mean, there's just so many different things that go on. And, you know, I think that there's a major chip on their shoulder. They just want to be better, you know, all the time. And so for me as a coach, really aside from the halftime at Syracuse game, I haven't had to get, you know, too agitated with them. It's been more about just teaching and educating them on the different ways that we can win this game, you know, which has been, for me, a lot of fun because they lead each other very well. Yeah, it's an emotional game, you know, and I think as a player you have to learn to play with emotion but not be controlled emotionally in your play, if that makes sense. Like some guys react and do bad things. Some guys panic. Some guys, when the momentum swings, some guys calm down and just, all right, we just got to go play, you know. And so the pendulum kind of swings in the game, and you got to swing it your way more times than they swing it theirs. And you have to be one of those players that understands that the next time you get a chance to make a play, you're going to do it. I think they've also been able to cut short the bad momentum that we had, you know. Like you'd lose a tough game and next week we'd win. We'd eliminate that, you know, we'd get the bad taste out of our mouth, you know. So we've been able to go on some runs, you know, with this team, and hopefully we can continue that with a strong finish.
I'm Jason Waller, founder of Power Home Solar, the fastest growing solar company in America. It's time to own your power. Every year, your energy company raises your rates and you get nothing in return but blackouts and excuses. Call us today, 1-800-POWER-90, and take advantage of our stimulus package and get $2,000 cash back. Come on, Raleigh, join the solar movement with Power Home Solar and Generac, the new superpower in home energy.
For me, it's about lift capacity.
It's about the hydraulics.
It's a weight thing.
It's about how well it's made.
Steel, baby. More features.
Standard features.
It's about doing more.
It's about the land and making it better.
Having something to pass down.
It's about having pride in my work.
It's about owning the best.
Bring all the gifts for under the tree. And while you're at it, bring the tree. Ford F-150. Built for the holidays.
Now get F-150 with up to $11,000 in total savings, including $1,000 trade assist on top of your eligible trade-in. Only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Your life is more flexible and efficient now than ever before. And your energy is too. North Carolina's 26 electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural people, communities, and businesses we serve. With reliable, sustainable, innovative energy and continued commitment to economic development and community support in this decade and beyond. Learn more at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
I think the kids have done a great job, you know, and I think it really stems back to when it first hit, when the pandemic came out and we were shut down, you know, 2 weeks in the spring ball. And the momentum that we built from right there was incredible. And we came together. We came off of a tough season. There was a lot of pain. There was a lot of hurt. And they took that and they focused that energy in the right direction. You know, I think momentum really goes back to confidence, like holistically as everything put together. So there is a certain amount of momentum going into this game, being 7-3, having success. There's certainly ups and downs, and within that game, there's always going to be. And the great thing that our guys do, they do a tremendous job of, they just keep swinging, you know, and they'll get hit in the mouth, and they're pretty numb to it because they just keep going. They find a way to win. The one thing about this team, this staff, we root for one another, and that sounds crazy. And you know, doing this since I was a little guy, that doesn't always happen. And you know, a divisive team is not going to be successful. And there are so many examples of team wins this season. You know, not one side is completely stuck out one way or another week to week, but it's been ups and downs. And I think it still shows you the continued growth, that we still are a young team with a lot of guys coming back. But you got a team that really loves each other. And I think you got a team of winners. And I think winners always find a way, and so don't losers. And right now, these kids, I think they're tough, and they're focused on being hard, tough together and what we've been all about. And they certainly love one another, and we love coaching them. You know, I think immediately I had a level of, I guess, connection with Coach Dorn. I think, you know, obviously, maybe why I was offered the job or had the opportunity here in the first place is just his style. You know, grit, toughness, a Midwestern attitude, and we're both being from the Kansas City area. And that played into helping me, that transition the first year. But as you come in, you're replacing a coach. You're the new coach, maybe some new ideas. And there's some growing pains within that. And the group offensive line I coach, and I don't know if I wanted to see it just for them to know it all the time, but this is by far one of the funnest groups, maybe the best group of guys I've ever coached. We've faced adversity, and everybody has throughout the country, but just within our room, we've had a lot of major injuries. You know, the one thing I was really excited about coming in the season, the depth we were going to have, and what you think you're going to have, and God throws something different at you. And you know, that's happened this season. We've had, you know, 4 key players that are either starters or guys that are majorly contributing go down with season-ending injuries and not play. And they never once flinched, and I think it really goes back to the cohesiveness, the buy-in to them. I think the love that we have in our room for one another and willing the good for each other. And That's what I think the biggest difference is that second year is I see them starting to play for one another. And I think as an offensive lineman, you know, my biggest thing as a player is not the fear of failure, and I always tell them this, it's not the fear of failure, it's really the fear of letting down your teammate. And I see that. And they love to play for one another and they play hard. I think the biggest thing, the number one thing why I got back into coaching, and it just killed me after my days of playing were over, was not being a part of the locker room. And that locker room, after a win, to see the smiles on their faces and just see how excited they are is everything, everything for me. And to see them come together is huge, you know. And you know, a lot of guys graduated this past week, and you know, I think about Justin Witt and you know the things that he's gone through injuries and different things, and just his excitement this week, you know, this being his last game, and him graduating, and all of those things, the highs and the lows of coaching and why I do it. And nobody wants to lose, but the comeback is what makes it special, and the wins, and you know, just being around the guys. I'm excited to see what this, you know, the last game, obviously, like you said, it's a historic season for all of us, for everybody in college football, but for us to really have the opportunity to do something that's never been done here at NC State, and to win the amount of conference games. So, and it's a big day for us and our seniors to make sure we send them out the right way.
I'm Jason Waller, founder of Power Home Solar, the fastest growing solar company in America. It's time to own your power. Every year, your energy company raises your rates and you get nothing in return but blackouts and excuses. Call us today, 1-800-POWER-90, and take advantage of our stimulus package and get $2,000 cash back. Come on, Raleigh, join the solar movement with Power Home Solar and Generac, the new superpower in home energy.
For me, it's about lift capacity.
It's about the hydraulics.
It's a weight thing.
It's about how well it's made.
Steel, baby. More features.
Standard features.
It's about doing more.
It's about the land and making it better.
Having something to pass down.
It's about having pride in my work.
It's about owning the best.
Bring all the gifts for under the tree. And while you're at it, bring the tree. Ford F-150. Built for the holidays.
Now get F-150 with up to $11,000 in total savings, including $1,000 trade assist on top of your eligible trade-in. Only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Your life is more flexible and efficient now than ever before. And your energy is too. North Carolina's 26 electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural people, communities, and businesses we serve. With reliable, sustainable, innovative energy and continued commitment to economic development and community support in this decade and beyond. Learn more at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
It was really just the people that were coming here and that was committed with me. Josh and CJ were both the number 1 and number 2 defense tackles in North Carolina, and me and Savion were both the number 1 and number 2 defensive end in North Carolina. So just knowing that we could have went anywhere in the nation, and we just decided to stay here, was really big for me. We knew that we can build something special, and that's what we're doing right now. We're starting to see that movement and that momentum go forward, and that's probably one of the bigger reasons for why I came here.
He's a hard worker, you know. He's got a lot of drive. I think the biggest key for Terrell is just going to be being consistent at this point. He just needs to continue to work as a young player, you know, on how to sustain his energy and his focus so that he can be great every week. He's got really good athleticism. He can run, and as he gets stronger and just more mature, I think you'll be able to see a guy that can sustain that, over the course of a game.
Coming off the season from last year was almost like a car accident for everybody here. So it was just rebuilding that car, picking up different pieces and things we need to get together. We knew the things that we need to work on. We need to work on chemistry. Because I noticed myself, I've socialized with a lot more people on the team than I did last year. So that's just a chemistry thing that's just helped us a lot this season. Going into my next year, I needed to focus in more because I have goals and aspirations to be great and potentially be drafted. So I knew coming into that season that I needed to put in a lot more effort. So as soon as the winter came and when the workouts came, I just worked a lot harder. I was more dedicated. I was starting to get noticed by the coaches and to my teammates. And that went into the spring. And then over that whole Corona period, I was working out and grinding nonstop. And I'm still carrying that momentum forward. I know that I can bring it to a whole nother level next year. And going through Coach Lunder's program and everything like that will get me to that level that I'm trying to play with next year. I'm trying to be as great as Mario Williams and Bradley Chubb, if I'm being honest. I know I have the ability to do that. It's just getting those little pieces together, and then I'm gonna be up there just right there with them.
These boys right here deserve your best today. Everything you got. The hardest you've ever played. The most focused you've ever played for these guys right here. Everybody got me? Yes, sir. Let's leave it on the field for them. Let's have fun. And let's honor these guys with our play. Every snap, as hard as we can go, is doing it the right way. Everybody got it? Yes, sir. Execute. One play at a time, attack. Until you're in. Nothing left. We come right back in here and have a hell of a time. Everybody got it? Yes, sir. Up in here tight. Let's go. Family out two, 1, 2!
As Austin Kent puts toe to leather, and we are underway in Raleigh.
Long ago, made my decision, made the bed that I'm
Person on the left side, inside the 10, leading into the end zone, inside the pylon, touchdown NC State.
Absolutely fantastic job sealing the edge, and Ricky Persons dives in.
She comes keeping.
Florida's playing Tennessee right now. And more importantly, Bailey Hawkins hitting guys downfield.
Bam scores.
California.
Bam. Bam. Bam night in the end zone.
Carolina, she keeps keeping. She keeps keeping. I'll be gone for the moon. Winds are ahead, but not too soon. God knows it's fly, dogwoods bloom. Carolina, I'm coming home. See the leaves, they are falling. Share a love for southern ground. Though the wind, it may start blowing. Headed west to settle down for the road. Makes way to take me, pick me up, and leave.
No problems. The junior from Lexington, North Carolina, now the all-time leader in field goals made at NC State.
I'm creeping. I'm creeping.
Picks up the first down. Person with a big run to move the chains. We're down for the Jackets. Sims will roll sidearm into his running back, and Dante Smith couldn't hang on. NC State, as we mentioned, finishing their regular season at 8-3 overall, and looking forward to continuing their season in a bowl game coming up.
I'm Jason Waller, founder of Power Home Solar, the fastest growing solar company in America. It's time to own your power. Every year, your energy company raises your rates and you get nothing in return but blackouts and excuses. Call us today, 1-800-POWER-90, and take advantage of our stimulus package and get $2,000 cash back. Come on, Raleigh, join the solar movement with Power Home Solar and Generac, the new superpower in home energy.
For me, it's about lift capacity.
It's about the hydraulics.
It's a weight thing.
It's about how well it's made.
Steel, baby. More features.
Standard features.
It's about doing more.
It's about the land and making it better.
Having something to pass down.
It's about having pride in my work.
It's about owning the best.
Bring all the gifts for under the tree. And while you're at it, bring the tree. Ford F-150. Built for the holidays.
Now get F-150 with up to $11,000 in total savings, including $1,000 trade assist on top of your eligible trade-in. Only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Your life is more flexible and efficient now than ever before. And your energy is too. North Carolina's 26 electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural people, communities, and businesses we serve. With reliable, sustainable, innovative energy and continued commitment to economic development and community support in this decade and beyond. Learn more at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
This portion of One with Wolfpack Football is presented by Coca-Cola. When you are stocking up for game day, be sure to grab a Coke and share it with a friend. Share a Coke and go Pack. You guys were the first team to win 7 ACC games. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Congratulations. Congratulations. That's a big deal, man. It's a big deal. It's a legacy that you'll always have. And you did it in the hardest, most crazy-ass year in the world. You hung together. And it didn't matter. I'm so proud of you guys. Understand, just for a second, man. Just for a second. All the stuff we've been through. And to make history. It says a lot about the guys in this room. The type of people that you are, the type of men that you are. The coaches. Everybody in here hung together, found ways to get tighter and connect, and laid the foundation for what's coming next. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Can't tell you enough how proud I am to be your coach tonight. Unbelievable. All right? Unbelievable.
Social justice. Y'all step forward like men. Step forward to be part of the answer, to educate, right? To be a part of what's going on moving forward. That's what it's about. It's an unbelievable moment tonight. 7 wins, set a school record for ACC wins. It's a start, it's not the finish.
Hey, two things. Treatment tomorrow's from 11 to 1. Everything else, you're off.
Excited about how all these guys are going to be after football ends. You know, they're all going to be very successful men. But to be a part of their last game with them, it's an emotional deal, very emotional. And you want to send them out a winner. And you remember your last day on the grass of your home stadium as a player. You remember that. So you want to do everything as a coach to let them walk out of there feeling really good about it. But then obviously we're coming out of a winning season, and that generates certain types of things on your roster. Can help you in recruiting, gives you some momentum that way. But you know, there's so many things that happen between now and the off-season program, it's hard to predict. But I hope that this team continues to learn, you know, from the past, and the things we're doing well, they want to teach it to the younger players and continue it. The things that we got to improve, we spend a lot of time working on it. I think we've learned who we are this year, and what we can't do is relax.
When you left this town with your windows down and the wilderness inside, let the exits pass, all the tar and glass, till the road and skyline. The strangers in this town, they raise you up just to cut you down. Oh, Angela, it's a long time coming in. And your Volvo lights lit up green and white with the cities on the signs. But you held your course to some distant war in the corners of your mind. And from the second time around, the only love I ever found. Oh, Angela, it's a long time coming in. Oh, but were you safe and warm in your coat of arms with your fingers in the fist? Did you hear the notes, all those static codes in the radio bits? The strangers in this town, they raise